Hey, 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 how is everyone? Happy Monday. I cannot believe we are actually halfway through September already. It is crazy. All right, let's see if I can get comments up. Let me get this shared. And let's see. Share with Simply Elizabeth. And I think that is it. All right. Make sure you guys are commenting and let me know you're here. And we are going to dive right in. I have a whole new setup, and I just noticed that it's getting in the back of my table, but that's okay. I will adjust a little later, but I do have a whole new setup that hopefully will not rock the table nearly as much. We will see if that works, but who knows? I do have my phone plugged in, so it might attach and shake some with it wrapped around the whatever it's called. I don't even know. The light, there we go. Words are hard. Hey Verna, hey Carol, how are y'all? Okay, it's gonna bother me seeing that, so hold on just a second. Let me see if I can adjust the camera at all. Maybe not. I might not be able to today. Oh, I think I did it. There we go. Close your eyes. All right. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Prizes from last week. Kathy Goldie, you won a ribbon. And then Michael Lawrence, you won a ribbon as well. So make sure that, Kathy, I have yours. Michael, I do not. So if you will message me your address, I will get that sent out to you. But those are the prizes from last week. Our prizes for this week is going to be the Monster Bash enamel shapes. This is from the holiday catalog last year. I loved these, and I went through a whole bunch of them, especially the black dots that are up here. And now most of you know that my favorite embellishment that we have is the black or the matte black dots. So woohoo, yay. Hey Sandy, hey Denise, how are y'all? And then the other thing I have is some ice cream corner sprinkles. So those will be the two prizes for next week. Make sure you comment and you share, and I will draw names next week. So, all right, let's see. I've got a couple things to talk about. Let me move this. I'm going to go real quick. Stampin' Bingo. If you are local to the Columbia, South Carolina, and surrounding areas, bingo will be in person. It will be at Murray's, which is in Casey, South Carolina. And honestly, Casey is a pretty easy place to get to from pretty much anywhere within, like the Midlands area. So it will be September the 11th from 11:30 to 2 there. Cost is $45. There is a link in the description of this video if you are interested in joining for bingo. Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is Haunts and Harvest kit for September. This kit is, I'm going to actually just read you the description. It contains enough supplies to create 12 treat boxes. I love the paper pumpkins that have the treat boxes, so yay! It comes with an exclusive stamp set, obviously, and then a classic Stampin' Spot. Let's see, this is for autumn experience with a selection of treat box styles, apple, pumpkin, and jack-o'-lantern. So kind of is combining fall and Halloween together, which is fine with me. I love fall, I love Halloween, so perfect. Let's see. I think that is it. Coordinating colors, they tell you, is basic black, pale papaya, poppy parade, pumpkin pie, and soft succulent. So that's going to be gorgeous. I should have August. I should have the paper pumpkin for August, probably in the next few days. So next Monday's Facebook Live will be that paper pumpkin. And I had quite a number of new subscribers last month. So if I was really excited because it was a great kit. So I can't wait to get my hands on it. Okay, so let's talk about Club. Club will be for September. August one has passed now. Yesterday was the last day to register for that. Those kits, I will be ordering everything tomorrow for that. And then, good. I don't have my hands on it. I've just seen a lot of pictures of the August paper pumpkin, so I can't wait to get my hands on it. Okay, so August's Club has come and gone, and all of those kits will go out in about a week. I will be ordering everything tomorrow, but I do all of that as 2-day shipping, so once I get that in hand, I will get all that shipped out. I've already started cutting the paper, so we're good on that. So September's Club will be Nature's Harvest. And I will have to say, I absolutely love this bundle. Y'all, it is beautiful. You know, looking at the picture like this, I was like, meh, it's okay. Y'all, it is gorgeous when you pair it with all the things that really kind of come in that suite. And I'm going to be honest with you, for this kit, for this Club, you are probably going to get close to $30 in products because I could not narrow down what not to put in this Club kit for this month. You're going to get cork paper. You're going to get a whole roll of this ribbon. It's like crochet. It is gorgeous. They call it diamond weave ribbon. You're going to get a whole thing of that. You're also going to get the whole thing of linen thread because I use the linen thread on almost every single project. And you're going to get a full pack of the brushed metallic adhesive back dots. Plus, you will get a half a pack of the DSP that coordinates with this suite as well. So you're getting lots for this, for September's kit because seriously, y'all, everything in this suite was beautiful and I just could not use it. So these are the cards here. And then one more. And that again is creative. It is September's Simply Creative Club. And there is a description, in the description of this video, there is a link to register for that. It is $39. When you register for it, and you register consecutively for 6 months, you get $25 in free products. So if you're interested in that and you have any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer those for you. But that is for September. And honestly, the fall ones are always my favorite because I'm a fall girl. Football and long sleeves and blue jeans, that is my thing. So a little cooler weather. Okay, so lots of things here. Let's see. September class will be in person at Bethel United Methodist Church here in Winsboro, South Carolina. And these are the cards that we'll be making. Those 3 right there. You'll actually make a total of 6 cards. So you'll be making 2 of each design. Class is $20 or free with a purchase. You can either register for it prior to coming, or you can go online. If you are coming locally, you can go online, order it. You'll use the link in the description of this video to do the order link in there. You'll use the order link. It has a host code with it. You can do all of that prior to coming, or you can do it on the day of class. Either way is perfectly fine for me. It does not matter. The other thing is, if you are not local to me, I am still going to do my monthly class, my monthly card class. I will be doing that as a to-go option as well. That to-go option is $20 or free with a $35 purchase from my online store. Okay, I will ship out the kit to you. I will do a PDF and a video, so you will get all of that in an email on the Saturday of class. So if you are interested, because I do have several people who are not local that take it every single month, so I want to make sure that I still have that option for y'all. So it is a to-go class as well as in person. So if you're interested, link in the description of this video. That is done and over. That is done and over. y'all can see I forgot to pull those out. Okay, last thing is we are still in celebration mode for Stampin' Up. Woohoo, I love celebration time. With Sale-A-Bration, they even have a little extra if you join, and that joining special includes an extra bundle. This one right here is $60 and some change. So you could technically get this bundle right here for free if you joined Stampin' Up. And we would love to have you be a part of our Stampin' Grace team. We do monthly swaps, we do a creative challenge, and then we just do like a creative, well, we have like 2 creative challenges really. One is where it's specific to all Stampin' Up products, and then we have one that's just get crafty. Anything that you do crafty wise, or even if you're cleaning up your yard, that counts. There's prizes every month, that kind of stuff. So I love our team. I will have to say that I am pretty partial to our team. We have some really good ladies, and they all love on each other. So it is a lot of fun to be on team meetings. So anyway, so if you're interested in that, you can join. There is a link in the description of this video as well. And if you have any questions, let me know. Cost to join is $99 plus tax. You don't pay shipping, and then you get $125 in products plus a free bundle from the holiday catalog. So that is everything, and I will not bore you with anything else because I think that is a lot. Although less than what it has been recently, right? Okay, today we are going to use something that seriously, y'all, forced me to step outside of my box. When I saw this stamp set, I was like, oh, I love it. I love the texture and the frames. Like, I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. And then I started playing with it, and I hit a brick wall. So I had to start like looking at different things like cakes and just birthday party, like, you know, decorations, that kind of stuff, to then get my head wrapped around it. So I came up with 3 projects. The first one was pretty easy. That one was pretty easy, but we're going to switch it up a little bit as well, because I'm going to use the circle one in a different card today. So what I want to do is I'm going to switch it up and do it with this, but I'm going to use the same colors and the same layout. So this is the first card. So let's get started with that one. And of course there's no sentiments in it, so I pulled in the sweet ice cream sentiment because I love the big happy birthday in that one. So let's pull it. I'll pull out all my stuff so it's all here right in front of my face. And of course, my favorite embellishments. Always, always. All right, I'm going to actually put a piece of, I'm going to put some grid paper down because we're going to stamp off. All right. So let's start with the Granny Apple Green. So we're just going to take that image and we're just going to randomly stamp it around the card. And I'm not, I'm going to try to make it as straight as I can, because I think I will probably get, you know, crazy if I look at it later and yeah, it's all wonky stuff. So, all right, let's clean it off because we're going to use Coastal Cabana next. So this was Granny Apple Green, and then we're going to use Coastal Cabana. And I don't want to make it even. We definitely don't want to do that. So we might have to, let's see. Let's do 3, and then let's see how we make Daffodil Delight look. And see if we need to add any more. Maybe I should have tested it before I went live, but that'll be all right. Okay. We're going to put that one there. And then, you know what? Let's see. We'll do that one beside. How about that? And then I think that'll work. I think that'll work. We'll go with it. If I don't like it, you know, yes, it's very happy. These are my happy colors. Add some Melon Mambo into this one and some Gorgeous Grape, and those are definitely my happy colors. I am a brights girl. That is definitely the color I go for. Okay, I'm gonna reach across and grab a piece of Whisper White cardstock because I have lost my little thing here, so no big deal. We're going to stamp Happy Birthday in black memento. And I'm gonna stick it as far over, we're gonna turn it this way. I'm gonna stick it as far over on this side as I can. Okay, there we go. All right, then I'm gonna take my little cutter, my famous little cutter that I use for everything. All right, and then I'm gonna trim it off. Okay. So there we go. Oh, I did forget to mention that if in the description of the video is a link to my blog. You can go there to get all the measurements for the cards that we're doing today. And you get there's a link that you click on and it'll take you directly to all the products that are used tonight. So I try to make it easy. I don't really give you like a PDF like my normal classes, but I give you in the blog post, I give you the measurements of the cardstock, and then a click here link will take you to a PDF of all the products that are used, minus like your adhesives. I don't put any of that in there. Okay, so this is going to go right on here, so we're going to adhere that down. Let me grab my Stampin' Seal. And apparently it does not want to work. There we go. All right, and one more. All right, so we're gonna put this here. I'm thinking I probably like the circles better, but it's all right. Changing it up is good, right? Okay, then we're gonna stick this on across here. So it's gonna go across the Coastal Cabana, which is 4 inches. But what I wanna do first is I wanna wrap this ribbon, which this is from the Playful Pets. We're gonna wrap this around 3 times, and then we're gonna tie a bow. And I'm not putting any adhesive on it yet because I want to make sure that I can adjust that bow where I need it to go. Okay, so we'll trim off right here. Okay, and I'm going to slide that a little closer. Okay, now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. Let's go ahead and cut off the end. Let's just make it 4 inches. Just so I know that we are good to go. We want to make sure that I don't cut off my ribbon. All right, there we go. Now I know that I will put my adhesive in the right place and not too long. Okay, so we're gonna put that down at the end. We'll flip it over, and then we're gonna take the large Stampin' Dimensionals. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna put it over here on this side, okay? So it's gonna keep that ribbon on there. And then we'll take these off, and we will stick this on. Let's do it right about here. And then it won't look so blank at the bottom. Okay, there we go. I think that's straight enough. I might have gotten a little crooked. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna flip that over and we're gonna put dimensionals on the back of this one. Gotta get it all layered up. And then we are going to attach it to the card base, and then we're going to add our embellishment. And then this card is done. This is a very quick and easy card, and you can use any of the designs in the stamp set to create this card. I did not mean to drop that. It almost stuck to the paper. Okay, so there is card number 1, and that is still crooked. So let's see if we can fix it. All right. Okay, that looks better. All right, embellishments to it. So I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool and we're gonna attach, and this will fill in some of these blank spaces as well, which is good. So I think if I made the card again, I probably would use the circle one. So, all right, there we go. Just because it is larger. Or turn to the side, like make it long ways. You could do that too. Okay. I hope that made sense. That didn't make sense in my head when it came out. So, all right. We'll move on. So that is card number 1. And it is different, but I still think that one's cute. Just different. All right. Let's do card number 2. I'm gonna move all my stuff out the way so I don't get ink everywhere, but I need that one. Okay. All right, so card number 2 is a little messy, but I will say that I am in love with this card. So it's a Halloween one. I wanted to show that there's lots of different things that you can do with this card or with this stamp set. More than just make it bright, fun colors and all that stuff. You can use it for different holidays. So this one is a Halloween one. I know a lot of people aren't into Halloween. I am. I love to give treats at Halloween. That's really kind of what I do. That's my thing, is giving treats out to people. So I am a Halloween girl. And of course, purple is my favorite color. So being able to use purple at Halloween just makes it even better. Okay, so we're going to do basic black card base, and we're going to give it a good crease. All right, there we go. We're going to have some StazOn. We're going to use StazOn in this one. StazOn is used whenever you're using water, and we're going to use watercolor paper and some water. Yep, we're using water with this card. So I am going to use the StazOn so that it stays with the basic black, okay? And it'll make it sharper, if that makes sense. Okay, so we are going to pull in a piece of watercolor paper. I am going to take, I will say, be careful using your photopolymers with StazOn. It will ruin your stamp. The cleaner is actually what will ruin your stamp. So if you clean it, when you clean your photopolymer stamp set, make sure that you literally like rub off the solution as quickly as possible. So just so you know. Okay, I am going to ink this up. And I'm just gonna stamp it in some, and I'm not pressing really hard because I want it to look like splatter, you know, like it wasn't forced there. So, okay, so there's that, and I'm going to really quickly clean that so that it doesn't get ruined. And then I've lost my chamois. Oh, right in front of me. Okay. All right, and then I'm just wiping it off on my chamois. So I put the solution right onto my stamp just really quick, which you probably shouldn't do that, but it doesn't stay on for very long. Okay, so now what I want to do is now I want to use some water. And I am going to spritz my, let's see, I'm gonna pull that over here. I'm gonna spritz my paper, okay? I'm gonna give it a good spritz, which is also gonna help to, when I stamp here, it's going to help to smear it as well. I'm gonna take my gorgeous grape. I'm going to get some ink on my block, like that. Then I'm going to spritz my block. So I want to do the spritzing from far away. And I broke my spritzer. Okay, so I'm just kind of coming up pretty high off of the page. So if you see my hand, I'm almost up to the camera. And I'm just gonna spritz it until it looks really saturated with water, okay? Then I'm going to take my stamp. I'm gonna bring this back in. I'm gonna take my stamp. I'm just gonna kind of run it in to that ink. And now I'm just gonna press it down, okay? And then I'm gonna press it down just a couple times as well before I re-ink it. Let's do one more. Okay, now I like that, so I'm gonna let that sit aside to dry because it will need to fully dry before I stamp the other images on it. And I'm gonna grab a baby wipe to wipe that off. Okay. And this is where it gets messy, is doing the cleanup. Well, it's messy all the way around. I don't typically do messy, but you know, sometimes it's worth it to do the messy. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna clean that off on my jeans now. I'm gonna take this piece off and I'm gonna throw it away because it's all wet, so I don't want the rest of my project to get wet. Okay. Now, let's stamp our sentiment. So I just have a piece of basic white here. I'm going to go ahead and still use the Stays On just because I have it out. And the stamp set I'm using for this, is Frightfully Cute. So it's a little Halloween set. It comes with dies, but I didn't use any of the dies for this one. This one is so cute. You will see projects on this one fully in the coming weeks. I will do Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp this. Let's see if I can get it even. Yeah, let's flip it. All right, I'm gonna move it close to me just so I can get it straight. There we go. All right, so there is that one. And then we are going to trim it using the little cutter. I'm going to grab my heat tool and see if I can speed up the process for the drying. Okay. And then I just trimmed it off so it's on both sides. It's just going to be flat on both sides. Okay. I'm going to pull in my heating tool. And on this one, I'm doing it on the front just to make sure that is what is really drying, is what's on top. And if you get lots of puddles of water, you can move it around when you do your heating tool, and it'll kind of give it some smears like that. All right. That is pretty dry. Yay. All right, that did not take long at all. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my spider from the stamp set and the bat, and I'm going to stamp those on using that Stays On again. Okay, and we're going to stamp this spider from up there like that, and then we're going to stamp the bat kind of here, and then let's do one in here. And yeah, let's do one down here. I didn't do one down there before, but I kind of like it. All right, so there we go. And now we're going to take and attach this piece to a piece of Gorgeous Grape, and I used the basic border dies. I used the zigzag one to create that edge, just to give it a little bit more of a spooky look. All right. So then we will adhere this, and I'm going to put a little extra adhesive on this one, just because it is watercolor paper, and it was wet. So, all right. This is going to line up directly to the edge there. And then I'm just going to have a little border on the bottom and the top. Like that. And guess what? Somehow I cut my watercolor paper too big. Yep. Hold on. All right, we're going to trim it on this side. Okay. This should be hold on, let me make sure I get this right. I think it's 3 3/4 or 3 1/2 maybe. All right, let's do this. Let's cut off here and see if that works. All right. Yes, okay, that was it. All right, let's try that again. So we're gonna flip it, and I will go back and make sure that the measurement on the website is right. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this toward me like this. See if I can line it up. There we go. Okay, now it's right. Okay, so there we go. We have that now. Now what I want to do is I want to attach my Happy Halloween to You, and we're going to attach it with some dimensionals. I'm just going to put 3 of them on there. Like that. And then we're going to stick this kind of in between those bats right there. Right about there. Okay, now I'm going to pop this up onto my basic black cardstock, and here is a perfect time to use your black dimensionals. Now I only have the little ones over here, so I'm not going to use the little ones because I would have to put a whole bunch on there. All right, and then 2 more. And then we're going to stick this on, and then we're going to stamp the inside of our card because it has a black inside, because it's that basic black cardstock. I want to make sure that you can write. So we're going to put a piece of basic white on the inside. All right, so I'm going to take this and put it close to the edge here, but not all the way. It's just going to have a tiny little border. And then you'll have more black over on that side. Okay, so you've got that. Now we're going to open it up. Let's grab our extra little piece here. We are going to stamp that spider again. Coming from the top. Like that. Perfect. I did not press very hard on that one. Okay, then let's stamp our potion bottles. And we're going to stamp that right down here. Okay, and then we're going to stamp our splatter, which is Gorgeous Grape again. We're going to stamp off again. We're going to stamp, and stamp off. Okay. And then we are going to stamp our bat, and we'll stamp our bat twice. So we'll put a bat there, and we'll put a bat there. Okay. All right, so let me move those out of the way because I'll have to clean those whenever we get done. All right, we're gonna flip this over. Adhere our Stampin' seal. And then we're gonna stick this on the inside like that. I got a little bit of adhesive there. And then there is card number 2. So let me know what you think about the splatter and the watercolor. Do a lot of you watercolor? I don't very often, but I'd love to know if y'all do, because if you do and you like that, I'll be happy to add that into the round of Facebook Lives more frequently. Okay, so that was number 2. Let's go to number 3. And this one is messy as well. This one has, sorry, I'm trying to see if I missed any comments. It is actually telling me that Verna is watching like 50 times, so sorry. Trying to get through there. I love that technique, and I also, okay, so you like the water. I figured you did. I figured you did. And I think Deb probably does too. I think, I know Deb doesn't like to do glitter. She and I are on the same page with that one, no glitter. But of course tonight I'm using something that's very comparable to glitter, and that would be embossing powder. So this is our last card. And of course, since I did a Halloween, I felt I needed to do a Christmas. And here we go. So this is using the circle one, and it is creating a ornament. Now, the top of the ornament is coming from the Penguin Place stamp set, and it is this little bucket right here. Okay, this is not my idea. I did not come up with this. I actually saw this on, I want to say it was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator site. I can't remember which one it was, and I can't remember who posted it. She didn't post a card. She just posted the circle and then that on top. So I thought that was a pretty good idea and ran with it for the circle. So let me grab all the stuff out for this one, because there's lots of stuff for this one. The sentiment, by the way, is coming from the Holly Jolly Wishes, the Jingle All the Way. So of course, as I was stamping this card, I was singing the song. I will not sing it for you though. I will let you guys sing it. All right, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We're going to start with our card base really quick. We're going to use the Thick Whisper White. We're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to use the, oh, I just forgot the name of it. Hold on, let me look. Peaceful something. Peaceful Prints DSP. This is a celebration item, so this is free as well. I'm going to attach it. The back side of it is absolutely gorgeous and matches our punch that we have from the from the holiday catalog. But we're going to put that face down. All right, so we're going to put liquid glue on it, because what I want to do is I want to cover the whole front. And to make sure I get it even all the way around, I need the liquid glue that will help me move it. Okay? All right, so there we go. Using all kinds of messy products, because I get the liquid glue everywhere. Okay, so we're going to set that aside for right now. Then we are going to take our little piece of basic white right here. We are going to use an embossing buddy. Stampin' Up! Does not sell the embossing buddies, but you can get them from anywhere. I'm going to put my finger over here in the corner. One thing I will tell you, we're using black embossing powder. That black embossing powder loves to go everywhere, and it loves to stick to your paper. So put a good amount of embossing powder on it, or the embossing buddy powder on it. Okay. All right. So we're going to grab Versamark. We are going to grab our circle. We're going to ink it up in the Versamark. And I'm going to stamp it over here one time. There's a song for that too. But again, I won't sing it for you. You do not want me singing it. And then I'm going to stamp it up here in the corner off of our basic white paper, because what I'm doing is I'm just creating kind of lots of different ornaments on there, but they won't fully fit on there. So anyway, we're going to just stamp one up here. Right there. Okay. Then I'm going to close up this. I'm going to move that over there. I'm going to grab the black embossing powder. And I'm going to open it up. And I'm just going to let that roll onto there. And I'm going to flip it and let it roll onto that one. Okay. Now, this is what I was telling you. See, this is what the black likes to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to tap it off on my paper here. And you can tell it's still not coming off. I'm going to take this off because I don't like mess. It will drive me crazy. And I'm just gonna, I know that's loud and I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that off. So now I have a clean little area, and I'm going to take my putty from my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to get that up. And look what it just did. Let's just go with a paintbrush. So I might have to fix that somehow. No, that's okay. We'll just deal with it, right? I will say I don't emboss with black very often, and this is why. All right, we'll just go with that. We're gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna get my heating tool, and I'm gonna emboss from the bottom. And I'm going to make sure not to get that heated up, because then I might not be able to get it off at all. All right. Okay, so there's our black. Now we need to do our silver. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get our Versamark. Silver is not nearly as bad as the black is for whatever reason. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna stamp this one right down here. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our silver. And make sure it gets on there. Okay, I'm gonna flick it off into my trash can. Okay, there we go. And let's heat it up. These heat tools get really hot too. All right. Okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move this because I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna kind of work my paper here just to kind of give it, get it flat again, because when you heat it, it will make it roll, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna take this piece right here. We're gonna take real red, We're gonna stamp right above like that. Then we're gonna stamp it right above that one, just like that. Then we're gonna take our sentiment and we're gonna put it right down here in the bottom. We're gonna ink it with real red as well. Perfect. All right. Now, let's take our black, basic black little square here. We're gonna ink it up. Put adhesive on the back of it. I'm gonna add extra adhesive because of the fact that we heat embossed it. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip it over and press it down really good, and that's gonna help to flatten it out as well because I got all that adhesive on the back of it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and pop this up onto our card base. Another good one to use your black dimensionals on, because obviously it's black on black, so so another good one. All right. And then we'll take the backings off. And, oh, I know, right, Deb? I will say, I love watching it melt, for sure, for sure. All right, so I'm just kind of lining it up with the lines on the DSP, and then I'm putting it down. All right, so let me see if look, I got adhesive on it already. Y'all, I switched out the paper, this wood paper, from the last one because, you know, it was looking kind of rough. And then I dropped the black ink on it. So, yeah, I switched it out. And, of course, I've already started messing it up. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that yet, but I'm going to have to figure it out. We'll see. I don't know. I'll post a picture once I fix it. How about that? Okay, I'm going to take the silver trim from the Simply Elegant trim combo pack. We're going to tie a bow and make that a little smaller. I'm going to pull it tight because the trim likes to come apart. Okay, then I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to roll that glue dot on itself, so I'm going to make it in kind of a ball like that. Then I'm going to stick it on the back. I'm going to adhere it right there. And then let's trim off our edge, and then we're going to trim that one down just a little bit. We don't want them that long. Okay, and then we'll do this one for the other one. Okay, and then we're going to do the glue dot again the same way. So we're just kind of rolling it into a ball. I'm going to stick it right there. I'm going to put that there. And then trim that one off. Okay. So that is the card. On my blog, there is definitely a prettier one. Without the big black marker cross, which honestly, I can see it, but it's not really all that noticeable when you're looking in the video. But anyway, all right, we'll put the pretty one on top. How about that? So there is that. Let me get all this out the way. And I'll bring in the cards again. And let's see. I have hidden them from myself. Okay. So we've got a bright birthday one. Then we've got a Halloween one. And we've got a Christmas one. All in the same night. Look at there. Using the Textures and Frames stamp set. So that is and that is free with a $50 purchase. So, it is a great time to get some free products this year in Sale-A-Bration. Sorry, I'm making sure there's no more comments because I think, it's doing something weird again. So anyway, okay. I think Facebook is doing something weird. So that means that it is time to get off. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, go check out the blog post. The link is in the description of this video. And hey, Melissa, thank you. And if you have any questions about bingo or the September club, let me know. And again, there are links in the description of this video, and you can also find it on my blog post. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Bye.